Hey y'all, my name is Celeste and thanks for clicking on this video. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a lightening service on my client, and I am just starting off by giving him a little trim. I just wanted to get off all his little straggly pieces. I'll kind of do it again once I shampoo him and his hair straightens out. His hair is coming out of a twist out right now, so it's kind of curly. But I am going to be doing kind of like a hand painted ombre technique on his locks where they are lighter and the lighter pieces come up higher in the front and then it kind of fades out in the back, kind of how if your hair was naturally lightened by the sun, how it would be. So I just start off by mixing up my lightener. I like a really runny consistency for locks just because I want the lightener to absorb into the lock and make sure it's not patchy. If you use more of like a thicker consistency, it tends to be patchier and have a harder time penetrating the locks. So I just make sure my lightener is runny. But I'm tearing off foil pieces just to wrap around the locks when I paint them, just because I want it to not get everywhere, and it'll kind of make them heated in the inside of the foil and cause them to lighten a little faster than if you leave them out, and it allows them to stay moist as well. If the lightener dries out, it's not working, so that's why you want to use foil. But I'm just going up a little higher on some, a little lower on some, and I'm probably taking like 3 or 4 of them at a time. And then once I make it to the other side, I'll do the same thing. And I even kind of like match up how high I went on the locks and try to take like even amounts of hair, making sure that I go up the same distance on each side so they'll kind of match. But yeah, I just make sure I am properly saturating the locks. Make sure it's saturated. Saturation is key. If you see how I kind of tap the lightener, that's fine. I just didn't want it to be as light as what I left in the foil. So if you kind of just paint it up a little bit, it kind of will give a transition color, I guess. But yeah, I'm just painting and wrapping. Once I make it to the back, I mixed up a little bit more lightener and I didn't take it up as high. And yeah, I start in the front because in the front of your face, like I said, if the sun naturally lightens your hair, it's going to be lighter in the front. So I start in the front because the front is naturally supposed to be lighter. The top is naturally supposed to be lighter. The back, where it's not getting any sun, is naturally darker. So that's why I do the front first, then the top, and then I go in and do the bottom. If I was working on straight hair, I typically still would do it the same way, but I would just make my top foils go forward and then do my bottom foils last, just because it's typically darker. But yeah, I just took all that together, painted it on, and kind of just left it because I want that shadow effect. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments, because sometimes I feel like I don't do a great job of explaining myself. I am more of a visual learner, so I learn by watching. So when I have to explain myself, I'm not just like, oh, you don't get it? I I showed you. But yeah, if you have any questions, just leave them in a comment and I'll do my best to answer them. And sometimes you don't know what people don't know, so you can't answer, I guess, what you don't know. People need the answer to. But this is about the color that I'm going for. So I'm just going to let it get a little lighter. When it looks perfect, like, oh, okay, that's the color I want, let it get a little lighter, because once you rinse off the lightener, it's going to get darker. So basically, always be like, wait till I get scared. That's what I say. Wait till you're scared. Like, oh man, that's too light. And then rinse it off and it'll be perfect. When you think it's perfect, it's too dark still. Once you rinse it and dry it, it's going to be really dark. So, or it's not going to be the color you were intending on. So once you get to the color you intended on, let it go past that, have an oh crap moment, and then rinse it out. I do rinse out in stages just because it processes in stages. I did that section first, so I rinse it first. I'm going to let that sit probably for about 5 more minutes because that's what it took me to apply. And then I'll rinse the other sections. Right here, I'm showing him how his ends aren't getting as light as the rest of his hair shaft. And that's because when I was pregnant or on maternity leave, he went and got his hair colored red. And then he covered it back up with brown. I didn't remember this, so yeah. I was like, where is this red coming from? He was like, you don't remember I had red hair and then you put brown on top of it? I'm like, no. But I guess it happened. But yeah, I'm just rinsing it. As I rinse each section, I shampoo it, and then I do a final, it's, regular shampoo. I did shampoo about 4 times, but make sure you rinse all the color out very well, or all the lightener out very well. I shampoo the ends by themselves like at least 3 times, just because you want to make sure you get all that lightener out of the locks, because it will start to break off if you don't and it's wet and the locks are still kind of wet. Oh my gosh, it's a disaster. But yeah, we're coming up on the ends of the video, so if you could just hit that like button if you made it this far. Thanks for watching, and the final results are coming up. I will see you in the next one, and have a great day. And also, let me know if y'all like this better, where I actually sit here and talk and explain the video, versus me just doing like a little, hey, how are you? This is what we're doing today. Let me know if you like me explaining it, or if you just like the music over the videos. But yeah, I will see y'all in the next one, and thanks for watching. And if you want to see his style, I did 2-strand twist on him. That is going to be in a separate video that I'm uploading next, so check that one out too. But thanks for watching again, and I will see you in the next one.